How to verify Google Chat messages are encrypted. Confidex, which recently got acquired by Google, is an encrypted messaging app that allows you to send messages which are end-to-end encrypted. So in theory, once a message has been sent, it cannot be intercepted by hackers unless they also have your encryption key. The problem is that huge numbers of WhatsApp encrypted messages have already been intercepted by snoopers, who have copied the plain text version off the phones of targeted victims. This means that even though your messages are private and unreadable to anyone else, they're still readable on a halfway decent computer. While none of this affects you using WhatsApp normally on your phone, it could become a major issue if it can be proven that messages were intercepted. Google-owned Allo, now being tested by Invitation, is designed to make sure this does not happen. It has a different encryption method which isn't vulnerable to anything you didn't do, so even if a message was intercepted by Big Brother's security service, no one else can read it just yet. However, there could be drawbacks to the Allo approach in the future, and Apple might have something similar up its sleeve. For its current generation of messaging apps, WhatsApp and Google Hangouts. How to initiate and establish a Google Chat conversation. If you want to confirm whether your Google Chat messages are being securely encrypted, you can do so by initiating a conversation and checking the security code in the notification bar. You can also look for a padlock icon next to the message sender's name in your conversation window. If the security code is present or if the padlock icon is displayed, then your message is encrypted and protected from unauthorized access. Learn how to initiate and establish a Google Chat conversation. How to intercept conversations not attached to your Gmail account. When you close your Google Talk tab in Gmail, the unread messages remain on your computer and may appear as new messages when you read them again in another program. This is called reading an unconfirmed message or opening a message out of its intended form. It can happen if other programs bounce back and forth between you and your Google Talk contacts, such as how to verify Google Chat messages are encrypted. Google has released an encryption feature for its chat app, so now you can be sure that your messages are protected. You can verify the encryption by going to Settings in the app and selecting Encryption. There you will see a verification icon next to each conversation. If the conversation is encrypted, the icon will be green. If it is unencrypted, the icon will be gray. How to verify your text messages are encrypted. To verify your text messages, you must enable encryption in Siri and then enable encryption in the Messages app on iPhone. Setting up these two hassles might seem like quite a bit of work, but as long as you stick with it and keep them fulfilled, they are efforts well worth making. So don't ignore this step. Follow on after that and set out encrypting your text messages. Go on past after that and take your iMessage conversation steps a step further by adding encryption to the Apple Messages app on Android. How to encrypt messaging app messages in iOS. To protect all the iMessages sent from the World Wide Web and made use of by your family, pals, or somebody else for texting use, you must set up strong meeting on device protection. Once set up, queries and content will become unreadable by anyone using eavesdropping equipment. Like what to do if you're concerned about your data being leaked. If you're worried that your communications with Google Chat are being monitored, there are a few things you can do to help ensure your data is secure. First, make sure that your messages are encrypted before sending them. This way, even if somebody were to intercept the message in transit, they would not be able to read it. Additionally, be sure to use a secure password for your account, and keep your login information confidential. Finally, if you ever have any doubts about the security of your data or account, contact Google Chat support for help assessing the situation and correcting any potential vulnerabilities. Security concerns with Google Chat. Google Chat supports encrypted chat, so you get the benefits of secure messaging without needing to migrate your ongoing Google Talk conversations. Clearly identified as secure and checked in settings, it doesn't look different from regular chats and is easy to use. Just like with text messages though, accidents are common. What do we mean by this? For many users, something will happen and before they know what happened on their computer or device that logs security information at